What's not working? Our audio? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. It's been a fun day of action here in Charlotte, North Carolina. My name's Tim Backers, joined for this match by Matt Dersch. Matt, we've had so much drama on this court. Not so much controversy, although we might with Maurice Miller reffing this evening. You never know.
He's had a couple of appeals or two that haven't gone his way, all in the same match, but
or three. It's a good job he's not listening. So here come our final semifinal players. Rodriguez Lawrence, Guatemala, USA, against Mendez Laime, Argentina, Bolivia. Mendez Laime haven't played doubles this weekend. They got a bye to the semifinals. Let's see how they do now.
that one just slips right past Rodriguez. Couldn't get a racket on it. And that's a side out.
Nice shot from Mendez. These pairings haven't played together very often, and so to some extent trying to figure themselves out as a unit.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because all four of these players I would call like all-court players, where they try to use the court, the entire part of the court, to their advantage.
Laime tried to guide one into the front left, couldn't do it. I talked to Laime earlier. In fact, she was on our commentary, and she talked about having a preference for playing on the left side instead of the right, but Mendez is the one more comfortable on that side. Skip ball from Lawrence, and I think one might argue the same for Lawrence, who played for many years with Holly Scott, playing the right side, Scott playing the left. Avoidable hinder.
Yeah, it was a straight in, and she was in her way, so that was a pretty easy call for the ref. No one seems to argue.
Well, it was Mendez and Laime who were in control of that point, but they weren't the ones who won it.
Some of the things to watch out in this match is how Rodriguez is able to keep the ball in play from the right side of the court. She's very good at that. She's, I believe she's won at the world level in doubles, representing Guatemala.
Ooh.
Skips that one in.
It's commentator curse. That's what happens, Matt. You build somebody up, and they tend to let you down at the wrong moment.
Let's see if she can redeem it right here.
It's a good jam serve. Straight down the line, smart shot from Laime. Laime and Mendez will be the favorites in this match. They are the one seeds. We've had some change-ups in the seedings since last weekend due to how the players did last weekend, but also the rolling points over the last 12 months. Maria Jose Vargas has had a weekend. She's in the final of both singles and doubles. Gabriela Martinez elected not to play doubles and finds herself in the final of singles.
Yeah, just her match against Longoria was something to behold. I had never seen Gabby play quite to that level like she did in game one. Then she closed it out in game two. Very, very impressive from Gabby Martinez.
Oh. Did that make it?
Yeah, I think it did. They clapped and tapped rackets, so they reacted like it did.
Scoop from Laime. What's the call? A replay? I don't know about that. I would appeal that, wouldn't you?
I would. She was directly away. She had a shot and just didn't take it because she was in the way, but players elected to go forward.
I think we could talk about the value of a coach outside to give a second opinion on a decision like that, because the line judges may well have overturned that.
Very nice cross court from Lawrence.
Laime was the one with the opportunity and didn't take it, paid the price. Rodriguez likely sticking with a Z over this right side. Jam. And jammed was Mendez, who just missed it.
Yeah, Rodriguez is doing a good job sending the ball to the other side of the court, shooting when she needs to, keeping the ball in play.
Nice shot from Lawrence. Reverse pinch winner. So 4 points in a row. Laime just pausing in the back, slowing things down.
Second serve because Lawrence was in the box when she got hit with the ball.
Excellent.
And
wide angle shot.
Just out of Rodriguez's reach. She was in the right spot. It was just very well placed.
Again, just getting past Lawrence on that left side. Mendez is not much of a kill shot specialist. Tends to make few unforced errors and pass the ball. As I said, commentator curse, man. Look what happens.
And then she goes and does that.
Yeah, it's just how it works. They should pay us.
They
really
should. They should know that we make a comment and then they go and make a shot. We say they never do.
Rodriguez got that.
Got that one too.
But
not that one. No.
Wow. Brenda Laime, look at this. Rodriguez, great hustle to pick that one up. Then through the legs. And then Laime with the finish. Oh, Laime almost got it on the second effort.
It was a good shot by Rodriguez. She had some time to set up to really take the angles that she wanted, and she didn't go for too much. She just went for just right, and it paid off. one went into the ground. A little bit too much jam for Lawrence to take it. To take straight into the back wall. Timeout is called on the court. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
And we're back in live with you, everybody. Last semifinal of the day. If you're just joining us, it's been a fun day, full of quarterfinal singles and semis. One semifinal in doubles, and we're in the last one here. It's 9-4. Well, I don't know that I agree with this call, Matt, because the ball hit her. Yes.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Yeah, the ball hit Mendez's foot.
That was the saving grace right there.
Would the referee stop it before that happened for the safety holdup?
You know, she had the down the line. I don't know if she had the cross court with it too. It really could have gone either way, but didn't matter because ball ended up hitting Mendez and it was a side out anyway. Avoided any drama or arguments or appeals. Second serve for Lawrence. Nice cross court down the line.
That was good communication because Rodriguez could have taken that and got out the way.
But you know, Lawrence had the forehand and was comfortable, and there was some time, and so she called her partner off and said, hey, I got this, and she put it down, and that's good teamwork right there. That's what you need in doubles, especially at this level. Communication is so important.
Ooh, unusual bounce off that sidewall.
Let's see if Rodriguez can put it down.
Lawrence can. So the timeout was effective. It's now 6-9. Lawrence and Rodriguez getting back into this first game. That was two bounces and self-called by Mendez. Make that 7-9.
Lawrence has been doing a really good job of shooting from that left-hand side. She doesn't always take the left hand. Sometimes she'll run around and take her forehand if she's got the space and time.
That's nice. Straight down the line that time for Mendez. Half out.
And you know, when you've got a ball like that that's coming in the middle of the court and it's low speed, you can kind of take whatever shot you want.
Rodriguez, you can see her right leg heavily taped. That's very nice.
It was a good ceiling ball by Lawrence because she had it coming all the way to the back wall where she had to hit it just right in order to kill it, and she did, and now they're back in the box. Not that time. That one went into the ground. Lawrence wishing she had a little bit more space and time back there to move.
What a shot from Mendez. All of a sudden finding some form. 11-7. Oh, yes, it reached. And again.
Good hustle by Rodriguez. What
Not
a
that
rally.
time. Great rally.
Great rally.
Tremendous court coverage from both teams.
Rodriguez saved it twice and put Mendez in a tough spot. She had to just around the world wrap the ball as hard as she could to keep it in play, and that was an entertaining rally.
Nice shot. Mendez thinks it skipped.
It looked good from here. It sounded a little weird. It's called as a good shot, and the line judges agree, and the call stands.
So for me at the moment, Matt, Brenda Laime is a little bit flat, needs to put some balls away. Rodriguez is handling what Laime's bringing.
She is, and if you watch closely, they're actually targeting the right side. Laime and Mendez are trying to put the ball to the right, which is not normally what you do. Normally you want to put it towards the backhand. But in this case, I think the strategy is to make Rodriguez beat them.
That's better from Laime, splat winner.
Second serve coming up.
Somebody welcome to correct me, but I believe all of these players have won a doubles title, except possibly Brenda Laime. That's so clever. Look at this off-speed cut from Laime. Rodriguez just not quite there.
And that's a tough shot to execute too. Cutting the ball off as it's coming into your body and making it go straight. Irretrievable. Excellent job by Brenda Laime.
(12-9). 12-8, excuse me.
Mendez had the down the line open there, and she opted to go for the reverse pinch and rolls it out. And now they're going to take a timeout.
Second and final timeout by Rodriguez and Lawrence. We're doing the same. Back in a minute. We're back in. It's 12 serving 8. Mendez and Laime, the 1 seeds, lead in game 1. Rodriguez and Lawrence took their second and final timeout. Here we go. Mendez looking to close this out. Oh!
Oh, that's just bad
What
luck
are
right
the
there.
odds?
Oh, it took a court bouncing right into Mendez's breadbasket, and she was like, well, what are you going to do?
Well, rule number 1, Matt, don't get caught on the sidewall, right? And that's exactly what happened to Natalia Mendez.
Yep, it was she got jammed and couldn't do anything with it.
Beautiful shot for Mendez, backhand pinch winner. Half out, 8-12.
Into the ground.
Yeah, leaning up on that one. Brenda Laime didn't stay low through it. Tremendous get. Oh my goodness. We might have an appeal for 2 bounces. I don't know if we caught that.
I saw it. It looked like it was 2 bounces to me, but it looks like the refs agree, or the line judges agree with the refs. So it looked like 2 bounces from here, Tim. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I heard it was 3 bounces behind me. Another lucky bounce on that back glass floor in favor of Lawrence. Smart shot. Look at how wide this right side was open. Brenda Laime seeing it, executing another point.
And you know, it's not very frequent that you have a wide open down the line forehand shot in doubles, but in that case she did, and she took it. That one was called down.
Here it is, game point number 1. Leaning back, Mendez trying to roll it, went for too much. 1 game point saved. Skip ball, Lawrence.
One thing Lawrence and Rodriguez, it looks like what they're trying to do is they're trying to give a lot of angles to Laime and Mendez to make the shots harder.
Which is why we're seeing both sides, both of them hitting jam serves. But that one didn't work. It didn't wrap around far enough, and look at Mendez attacking that into Lawrence, stuck on the sidewall.
It was a good heads-up play.
Game point number 2. Oh, miscommunication between the two of them. That goes down to lack of playing practice together.
And it was just a basic cross-court pass, too. You know, had some time to get to it, but one thought the other had it, and they didn't. And
little change up on the serve. Should be a replay. No.
oh, he is calling replay.
Yeah, I thought it was. And interestingly, Lawrence and Rodriguez thought the game was over. A little surprised that Rodriguez and Lawrence didn't immediately
Appeal that
appeal
one?
that
Yeah,
one.
because I mean, she was all over and had some, was keeping her from being able to get to the ball. Here's those angles again.
Pressure on Lawrence here. And Rodriguez fist pump, pinch winner. So that's 3 game points saved.
Rodriguez is doing a fantastic job keeping the ball in play when they're clearly targeting her.
And she's not making unforced errors, and
She's
that's
not.
critical. So if I'm Rodriguez and Lawrence, I appeal the short serve on this. They lost the rally. I like not to. At this stage, why not?
What do you got to lose? You're 1 point away.
Lawrence may appeal encroachment. That was 2 bounces, surely. Not called by our official Miller.
Now he stops play. He's calling a side out. I didn't hear the reason why, but he did call
Avoidable.
a side out. Avoidable. Okay.
Yes.
Here we have game point number 4. See if they can put this one away.
Not yet. Another game point. That's number 4. Oh my goodness. Number 5. Again, miscommunication between Mendez and Laime.
She wanted to take the backhand and thought that Mendez had her covered, and she didn't. Be interesting to see if they make that adjustment in game 2. Lawrence digs that one out.
Nice shot from Mendez, who anticipated that really well from Rodriguez. Rodriguez and Lawrence have saved 5 game points, but they haven't scored.
Looks like she's going to go back to the angles again and see if she can get some points that way. Or no, down the middle. Oh, skips that one in.
And that was the shot, right? The left side was open. Lawrence just missed it. Game point number 6.
See if Rodriguez can put this one down. Oh.
Well, the ball hit Laime. That's twice we've seen that happen.
And another saved.
Yeah, number 7.
Game point.
This is crazy.
Laime and Mendez.
If only Rodriguez and Lawrence could win points when they're serving, as opposed to having to save game points. Wow.
Not that time.
That's one way to close it out.
Yeah, nice and soft and smooth. And Brende Laime says, I'm done with this game.
Okay, first game is in the books. It goes to Mendez Laime. Back in 2 to find out who wins number 2. We're back in, everybody. Tim Backers, Matt Dersch, Jay Josie at the controls. Shout out to Jay Josie, one of the tournament directors for this event. A lot of work. And, of course, TJ Bomba, our commissioner, who spends so much time off camera, outside of the tournaments, making sure these ladies get tournaments, are able to play them, and things are done correctly. If you get a chance, send her an email, tj@lprtour.com, and just say thank you. Last event of the season. Tomorrow we close it out. Singles final, Vargas Martinez. Doubles final, Vargas Centellas against either Rodriguez Lawrence or Mendez Laime. Right now it's looking like Mendez Laime, but Matt, we know lots of things happen in 2 minutes between games. Rodriguez and Lawrence, though, have work to do.
They do. And, you know, honestly, I was very impressed with Rodriguez's play in Game 1. She didn't make any unforced errors, and she was doing the right things with the ball, like she did right there.
Well, I would say the challenge for her, just as I would say the challenge for Laime, you have to win more points. You can't rely on Mendez or Lawrence to win it for you. That's nice from Lawrence. At this level, yes, unforced errors is crucial, but you also have to put away balls. If you just keep the ball up, these players are too good. That's better.
There you go. That was a nice looking reverse pinch by Rodriguez.
3 good shots from the pair in purple. What's the call from Miller?
He's calling it a point.
Well, if it's
avoidable.
a point, it should be 4-0. One agrees, one disagrees. So that's a point, 4-0.
Rodriguez and Lawrence off to a hot start here. They're putting the balls away. Oh, skips that one in. That's unfortunate because Rodriguez and Lawrence really controlled that rally from the start. It was a very good serve, and they were offensive the entire time, and then just skips it in at the end.
Skip ball from Laime. So correction, it is 4-0 now. Miller said he added the point before he gave the penalty hinder, the avoidable hinder.
She clipped Rodriguez on the way in, and just a replay called.
Laime is consistently going cross court on the jam serve. So if you know that, Lawrence has to be ready. The ball's coming to you.
Which makes sense because it really is hard to go down the line, that right side, when you have that jam serve coming at you.
You could sense that Laime wanted that ball, and Mendez called for it. Laime had to let it go.
She also had a wide open pinch, reverse pinch, that she opted to go straight anyway. Rodriguez with a shot now.
Very nice hands from Mendez that time. One serving 4.
And that one just dies in the back.
Well, what goes around comes around, right? Lawrence and Rodriguez had a little bit of joy in game 1 from those unusual bounces.
Oh, that one goes in the ground. Unforced error from Rodriguez. Ref calls second bounce. Interesting serve choice by Brenda Laime. She's doing a straight-in lob to Rodriguez's forehand. Calling for second serve here, but it's an interesting serve choice because if you hit it, if it's just too wide, if it's not a perfect wallpaper, you're giving someone a practice ball to go right back down the line and do that to you. And then that happens. So,
but I would say that it's been working because Rodriguez has been going cross court.
Yeah, and if you know that they're going cross court, then that makes sense.
Clean from Mendez. Mendez, a very consistent player. You'll rarely see her skip. So good.
Nice hands by Rodriguez on that one.
I was literally thinking, Matt, some of these players are going to have sore shoulders tomorrow from so much hard swinging. One might argue over swinging in some situations. Rodriguez slows it down.
Goes to the ceiling with that one. Ooh, and hits the racket of Lawrence.
Avoidable hinder given. And you could see that Lawrence actually stepped into the swing, and Lawrence looks back and says, should I appeal? Martinez says no. Martinez, fellow teammate of Rodriguez for Guatemala.
That one got put down. You talking about Natalia Mendez, and much has been said about her unorthodox swing pattern. If you look at the way that she hits the backhand and forehand, honestly, both of them. I think it's more drastic on the forehand, actually. It gives a different look because she hits the ball so far away from her, even more than most players, and it gives something that you're not expecting when somehow she's able to make it work.
And it kind of slices the ball at times, especially on the backhand. If we're being critics, which is part of our job to some extent,
nice ceiling ball by Mendez. Playing a little bit of cat and mouse in the ceiling ball game now.
And then Rodriguez misses it. If we're being critics, we could argue that the swing on swing Mendez has affects her ability to hit kill shots.
I would say so, and then she also is able to hit those really soft. Skip right there by Lauren. She's able to hit those really soft serves that you've been seeing her doing, kind of just flat planing it. And there's going to time out on the court.
Timeout taken by Mendez and Laime. We'll keep it here. Matt, you watch a lot of the ladies play. You've watched all season. Any players maybe who you think, this player is improving, this player is coming up, that we should look out for next season?
Well, I think the one name that you have to mention is Montse Mejia.
Oh, come on. You can't. She's been world number one.
Well, you asked if someone's been improving. She's
coming.
Definitely one. You want someone who's up and coming. I mentioned her earlier. I like Naomi Ross. She's here this weekend. Going to be graduating out of juniors here soon. I believe she beat Holly Scott in the U.S. Nationals. That's right. So that was a big win for her, and she's starting to make a name for herself on the Pro Tour. And she's publicly said that her goal is to be number one. Like, she wants to be the number one player on the tour, as everybody has.
Should have, yeah.
Exactly, and I think she has the capability of doing that. She's been playing racquetball for a very long time and plays in a lot of the amateur men's tournaments too, over in Texas where she lives. So I'm excited to see, once she gets full swing into the tour, what kind of noise she's able to make.
Shot from Rodriguez. Well, I think this is Ross's maybe third season on tour. Other players, I might say, look out for Camila Rivero, who doesn't get to come to many tournaments, but is the junior 21 and under world champion at the moment.
I think another player everybody's very curious about who's been absent from injury recently is Erica Mania, who's over the last year or so been struggling with some knee issues. And she came back, I think, in December for a tournament and didn't quite look like herself, and maybe decided to take a little bit of extra time off. So we wish the best for her and hope for her speedy recovery and see her back soon. She was always a fun player to watch.
Yeah, Mania got into at least the top 6, if memory serves, before that injury. Another player worth mentioning as well who's improved, I think, over the last 12 months, Annie Sanchez.
Absolutely.
Who has not only come on and playing the tour, but is winning some matches as well. Kehlani Lawrence, a recent loser to Annie Sanchez.
And it's great when you see some of these up-and-comers take out a veteran or take out someone who's been a regular on the tour, because it's not that they've made it, but you're like, hey, you like to see the progress, and you like to see, okay, this is the future of women's racquetball, because we have these players that are going to be coming in and starting to tour more as others stop touring, others will start. it's just great to see that the sport's continuing.
Oh, my. Oh, no, Brenda Laime.
Oh, and Rodriguez puts it down after switching positions.
Look at how far open that left court was. Brenda Laime went for too much. Mendez playing well at the moment.
And that was a pretty easy shot for her because that ball came out with not a whole lot of speed. She had a lot of time and space to take it and just sends it down the line.
I think a challenge for these teams as they figure it out. Who's the captain? Who's the leader of the team? Who's going to take those shots that are 50-50 balls?
Rodriguez with the setup. Now Lawrence. Oh, they had two setups right there and shot both of them.
Side out, 9-5. Mendez, a quick word with her partner Laime.
And you were right, she is playing very well right now. She's not overswinging, she's not making any unforced errors.
Surprising Rodriguez with that serve. Beautiful shot from Brenda Laime. Had all the time in the world to let that drop into the sweet spot. Buried it in the right corner. Lawrence is asking to watch for encroachment on the left side for the drive serve.
And Laime sends that one down the line. Here's that serve that we were talking about earlier, that she just kind of slices the ball right there. Seems to be effective. It's been working for her. She scored a lot of points off of it, and it's hard for Lawrence to be aggressive and offensive on it, which explains why she's still going back to it. Timeout on the court.
So given what you've been able to watch this weekend, what has impressed you? You've seen these pros play before, of course, but here you are live and in person this weekend. What are your thoughts about the tournament, the players?
Well, the tournament as a whole, it's nice to see the intensity continuing. These players want to win. That's very obvious that they're here and they're taking this seriously. For individual players, we mentioned this earlier, Gabby Martinez, seeing just how complete of a match that she was able to play against Paola Longoria. Somewhat maybe a bad taste in her mouth from last week, the way that match ended. She decided that she was going to, come out and really play, and that match was one of the best I have ever seen her play start to finish. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but anytime you take out the world number one, I mean, that's a good day. So player-wise, she's been the one that I've been most impressed with on the singles side. And then I got to say, in this match right here, seeing Mendez and Laime just putting on, I wouldn't say putting on a clinic, but they're getting the shots that they want in this match, which is why they're ahead.
That's a good timeout from Rodriguez, who hits a kill, but it's still half out.
They got some work to do, down 5-12. Still not over, but
I'm just trying to think of this weekend. We've seen a lot of matches on this court. We've covered a lot of games. I think there's only one game that I've witnessed where a player has come back to win it. Once these players get their nose ahead, they often close it out. Wow.
Nice pinch reverse pinch from Kalani Lawrence. She really likes that shot, and when you give her some space to take it, she will. More so in singles than doubles, but that time it worked out.
Good hands from Rodriguez. Just puts it out and blocks it back to the front wall.
She's been doing that a lot today. I think Rodriguez knows that she's got to do something different in order to have a chance in this match with Kalani Lawrence down 7-13. So you can just tell she's trying to throw pace off a little bit, get points where they can.
Foot off the ground as Lawrence swung on that one. A little too low, half out, 7-13. Rodriguez thinking about a serve, then changing her mind. Straight goes Brenda Laime, but cross court again off the jam serve. And if I'm Lawrence, almost turn your body, get that backhand ready to take it because it's coming.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that serve. He's been hitting it all day. Oh, that one goes into the ground too for Rodriguez. Now they're just one point away from putting this one away.
Not yet. Lawrence with maybe one of her best shots of the evening.
That was a good shot. And she's had a couple unforced errors here recently from her backhand.
And there it is. Classic wide angle from Natalia Mendez. They close it out 15-9, 15-7. So congratulations to Laime Mendez. They'll be back tomorrow. Okay, before we shut down, your predictions tomorrow. Martinez or Vargas?
In the singles finals, man, that is a tough one to call.
I just need a name, Matt.
I'm going to go with Martinez on this one.
Okay, Martinez doubles. We have Vargas Centellas against Laime Mendez.
I'm going to say, after seeing what I saw today, if they play like this tomorrow, I think Mendez and Laime have a shot, and I think they're going to take it.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. for the finals. Thanks so much to Matt Dersch, of course, Jay Josie at the controls, Maurice Miller, who spent all day officiating. We'll be back tomorrow to give you those finals.